Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Media Wake Up. Today is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2019, and here is your rundown of the entertainment, tech, and media biz stories to know as you start your day. Brought to you by Devotion Coffee. In today's Wake Up, we have audience growth but a stock drop at Snapchat, CBS going 5 for 5 in their new fall series, WeWork's founder Adam Neumann getting a $1.7 billion check to essentially GTFO, as well as our weekly celebrity news roundup, and the early reviews are in for the new Terminator movie.
I can see you're very upset.
Hi, Arnold. And now here are the morning's top stories. We'll kick off with Vanity Fair's new establishment summit, where judging by the media reporting around it, Katie Couric and Sheryl Sandberg had quite a conversation yesterday. It's hard to say anything new or really controversial was said based on the reporting coming out of it, but Couric definitely had some pointed questions in the Q&A, including if Sandberg should have been writing more about the behavior of male executives versus about women needing to lean in with her noteworthy 2013 book. Variety had a pretty detailed roundup that's worth checking out if inclined. The link is in our newsletter. Next up for Couric at the summit today, Netflix chief Ted Sarandos. Snapchat had its earnings call yesterday, reporting it added 7 million active daily users to hit the 210 million mark at the end of the third quarter. Quarterly revenue was up 50% versus a year ago, reaching $446 million. However, the now 8-year-old company, man, time flies. Anyway, they're still far from profitable, losing $227 million this quarter. One final curious note from the reporting in Ad Age, Snap CEO Evan Spiegel called the hot new du jour app TikTok a friend, despite being a video-based social media platform targeting the same younger demos. China-based TikTok is now currently staffing up in the US with 17 job openings on LinkedIn, according to Digiday. SoftBank, which has funded most of WeWork's growth this decade and already owns 1/3 of the company, is now taking a majority stake in WeWork for a total investment of $13 billion, according to several reports. This due to severe cash flow issues caused by its abandoned IPO. Unfortunately, that investment now puts a current valuation on the company of just $8 billion, which is a far cry from the $47 billion valuation WeWork was floating when it began the failed IPO attempt earlier this year. Simpler times. As part of the rescue funding effort, SoftBank is paying controversial WeWork founder Adam Neumann $1.7 billion for his shares in the company and removing him from the board, according to the Wall Street Journal, or essentially to just, go away. However, any layoffs are reportedly on hold, according to the Journal, as they don't have enough cash on hand to offer severance packages at this point. In two other quick executive notes, the CEOs of Under Armour and Nike both announced they're stepping down, or I guess up somewhat, into some sort of a chairman role, mostly related to each company's board. Either way,
not gonna work here anymore anyway.
Up next in the Media Bites, we have Dwayne Wade and director Michael Mann both coming into the Warner Media empire, though not on the same project, but that would be pretty cool. And tons of wedding and relationship news in the weekly Wednesdays Celebrity News Roundup. But first, the Wake Up is brought to you by Devotion Coffee, who gives you the freshest Colombian coffee experience you can get. Well, unless you're listening to this in Bogota, but anyway. Devoción FedExes their beans from Colombia to their Brooklyn headquarters each week, where they're freshly roasted and available for your enjoyment at their 4 New York City locations every day. So the coffee goes from the branches of Colombia to in your cup in as little as 2 weeks. And if you're not in New York, sign up for their subscription program, where they will ship you beans as often as you like, every week, every third week, whatever your coffee drinking requires. Sign up today at devoción.com/mediawakeup and get 10% off your first order today. That's DEVOCION.com/mediawakeup. I just enjoyed my morning espresso, if you can't tell, so get yours today. And now let's hit the Media Bites. CBS announced it has ordered more episodes for all of its new fall shows this year, going an impressive 5 for 5. The 13-episode series Evil got a second season order, and its 4 other new shows got additional episode orders for this season, ranging in size. All 5 shows have at least 7 million viewers per episode, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Lyft made a surprising announcement at the Wall Street Journal's Tech Live conference yesterday, saying it expects to be profitable in just over 2 years' time. Oh, and that your driver will be here in 3 minutes. Former NBA player Dwayne Wade has signed a wide-ranging deal with Warner Media to develop new shows, be a creative director at Bleacher Sports, and likely most important, serve as a commentator for TNT's NBA and NCAA March Madness coverage. He retired last year from his career spent mostly at the Miami Heat, where he won 3 NBA championships. The early reviews for the new Terminator film Dark Fate are in. The movie brings back Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger and is directed by Tim Miller, who also did Deadpool. James Cameron is a producer on the film, as well as one of 5 people with story credit on the movie. Hopefully, they're all telling the same one. Reactions seemed quite polarized, with some feeling it's pretty tired and mostly just recycling the franchise's greatest hits, while some others seem to enjoy it more, though across the board, most seem to think it's better than all recent attempts to reboot the franchise. Either way, it stands at 60% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie doesn't hit theaters, though, until November 1st from Paramount Pictures, although Disney has the film internationally. Apple TV Plus has signed Jared Harris and Lee Pace to star in a new sci-fi series based on an Isaac Asimov novel called Foundation. The show will be run by David S. Goyer of Blade and Batman movie writing fame. HBO Max has hired Michael Mann to direct the first episode of their new series Tokyo Vice, starring Ansel Elgort and Ken Watanabe. Mann will potentially direct more episodes of the first season, which begins shooting in February. This week in Quibi News. Hey, did we get that sponsorship check yet? They announced they've fully sold their entire $150 million advertising inventory for their first year, according to Deadline. The mobile OTT service will have an $8 a month ad-free offering and a $5 a month offering with, well, apparently $150 million worth of ads when it launches in spring 2020. Speaking of advertising, Roku spent $150 million, a popular number today, on an ad servicing tech company called Dataxu. Dataxu? Yeah, that sounds right. Which further signals Roku's ambitions to expand ad revenue themselves across their platform. The Des Moines Register reported that Meredith has finally found a buyer for Money Magazine's website, and it's an advertising and media firm called Ad Practitioners based in Puerto Rico. Ad Practitioners is a 3-year-old startup founded by a former Googler, meaning he spent over a decade working at Google, not that he just used to like Google stuff. The deal was just for the website, as Meredith already shut down the print magazine back in April. No price was disclosed, but the New York Post cites a price tag in the $20 million range. Money's 14 employees will be kept on through January, at which point the new owner told the Post he hopes to offer some of them jobs. Okay. From the looks of my Kim and Kanye themed calendar, today is Wednesday, so time to dive into celebrity news, which is apparently a bunch of wedding and relationship news this week. First up is Nicki Minaj, who is now married, according to her Instagram. She married a boyfriend from her teenage years in Queens named Kenneth Petty, who goes by the name of Zoo, according to Billboard. Wonder if that goes on the marriage license. This follows Minaj's surprise announcement at the end of summer that she is retiring from music to focus on starting a family. Tennis star Rafael Nadal married his girlfriend, Mary Perello, though I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that name right. They got hitched this weekend in Camden, New Jersey, according to the agency France Presse. Oh wait, sorry, that's Mallorca, Spain. My bad. The single property brother, Jonathan Scott, and actress Zooey Deschanel have made their relationship public, or well, at least Instagram official, which, let's face it, is now the public record of choice. 65-year-old Dennis Quaid got engaged to his 26-year-old girlfriend, Laura Savoy? That sounds right. That's according to Page 6. The engagement happened in Hawaii right after Savoy was taking a selfie of the couple. How very millennial, or is that Gen Y? I don't even know. She is a PhD student at UT Austin and previously dated Jeremy Piven. And finally, Jennifer Lawrence got married to art dealer Cook Maroney this weekend, with Cameron Diaz, Kris Jenner, Sienna Miller, Amy Schumer, Emma Stone, and Nicole Richie all flying in by private jets to the remote Rhode Island location, although I guess not remote enough for TMZ and People apparently. And yes, of course, her newer bestie Adele was also in attendance.
Hold me closer, one more time, say that you love me.
That's a wrap for today. Remember, you can subscribe to our email at facebook.com/themediawakeup to get links to all stories mentioned here. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
But we had time.